Hey Knicks Nation, how you doing? This is sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? Well, I could be doing better because our New York Knicks went out there and lost to the Detroit Pistons 126-111. So yeah, I'm not feeling that great. But to be honest and fair, I believe that it really came down to the fact that Cade Cunningham went out there and went and got 42 points and 13 assists and had people knocking down threes, and the New York Knicks just didn't. I mean, we only had a few people, not even a few. We had only a couple people that actually was really hitting some threes, and the rest it just wasn't happening tonight. It just wasn't happening. Um, and that's the reality. I mean, the idea basically is Brunson played his game. The man had 33 points, 8 assists. I mean, he did his thing. Karl Anthony Towns, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. So, I mean, our guys got their numbers. Now, I will be honest. I think that Karl Anthony Towns should have been utilized early and often, especially when we don't have Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart in the game. They were on suspension. So I was expecting Karl Anthony Towns to have a huge night tonight. And once again, Mr. Reed came in and said, nah, nah, nah. He's like, not today, player. Not today, right? So it was a true team effort for Detroit. It really was. The New York Knicks really didn't have a lot going for them when it came to field goal percentage. Like I said, specifically, 3-point shooting was horrible. I don't know why it's so abysmal. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know why. They have a lot of length, they have a lot of size, and they know how to use both their length and their size with their physicality to make it tougher for shots, both for Jalen Brunson as well as for those shooters on the perimeter. Now, I will say this. I did like what I saw from Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy Sohan came out and he really did show good effort defensively. I think that he will be a very good contributor in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be a real thing. And I do think that Karl Anthony Towns in the playoffs, if it's up to me, if I was the coach, I would be playing Karl Anthony Towns in the post more, and I would have the offense go through him, and then let Jalen Brunson wrap things up in the fourth quarter or in the last few seconds of a shot clock. That would be the way that I would do it. But I do understand the utilization of having everybody involved, getting everything moving, getting the ball movement and the body movement. But I saw a lot of things that I liked, not only from this game, even though we did lose. I can see the utilization of Sohan and Jose Alvarado and Shaman and Hart and OG and Mikal Bridges. I can see the potential defensively. And even Detroit felt it a little bit. They felt it a little bit. There were some stretches where you could see the Knicks was really clawing in the game. And it was really cool. It was really interesting to see. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to take it away from Detroit. Detroit beat our behinds. I'm being very nice because I know my nephew watching. So yeah, I'm watching my language, so you got to make sure you're watching yours too. So the Detroit Pistons, they whooped our behinds. They got the paddles out tonight. It wasn't as bad as the last two go rounds. You know what I'm saying? But I felt that there was more resistance. I felt that there was more effort. I felt that there was more energy, particularly on the defensive end. I like the different looks that we were able to provide towards Cade Cunningham. And I'm really intrigued to see how that might help in the future. Because remember, we just got these new pieces defensively just a couple days ago, like literally. So I'm happy to see how we're doing there. I like the idea that we're trying to move the ball more, and I think that's going to help build things as we go. I think that even though we're losing against Detroit in the regular season, I think it's going to be the same kind of outcome when it comes to the playoffs, just like we did against the Boston Celtics. I think it's going to be the same outcome then. They're going to be like, man, how did the Knicks go and beat them? They've been losing to them all season. Yeah, but it's the playoffs now, player. It's the playoffs now. So I expect there to be more growth, more development. I'm noticing Diawara is getting more and more comfortable. So I'm happy to see those things. And I think that Sohan as well as Alvarado. They're going to get more comfortable. I'm not sure what to tell you about Jordan Clarkson. I don't know how he's going to get minutes. He definitely didn't get minutes tonight, and I thought he was going to. But again, I could also see Jordan Clarkson be a person that might win us a playoff game. I could see that. I could truly, legitimately see that. But the idea is tonight, it just wasn't a Knicks night, and the idea is it's been like that so far, like this throughout the course of the season. I do think we're going to get better. I still believe we're the better team, with all respect, because I do respect Detroit, and I said that on more than one occasion. But I do believe the New York Knicks are the better team and will be the better team in the playoffs, particularly because we're designed and built for the playoffs like that. So we'll see how things go from there. Keeping it short, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on and popping. But I also, I'm not putting too much weight on everything, because we did have our full contingent, but at the same time, like, we got pieces that are new, that are still trying to get into a flow. So I can honestly say, like, I'm not discouraged. I'm irritated. I'm frustrated, but I'm not discouraged of our team's potential for success. So we'll see how things go from there. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, please share, like, subscribe. We're right on the brink, people. We're right on the brink. You know what I'm saying? Right on the brink of getting 100. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, make this thing happen. All right? Till next time, hey, let's get it. Have a good one. Talk to you later.